Hi everyone! I'm starting my second English vlog today and it's February 18th. I actually wanted to film this much earlier, but there were so many things happening that I just didn't get around to it. But let's start from the beginning. In my last vlog, I mentioned that I wanted to visit Phuket Town to see the Lunar New Year celebration, so I went there and even recorded a little bit for you. For the Chinese New Year celebrations in Phuket Town, several streets were closed, so we had to park a little further away. But even on the way to the main stage, the festive atmosphere was already in full swing. Although they brought back the inflatable bear that usually stands near the clock tower. This time it was red in honor of the Lunar New Year. There were many different performers, live shows and beautiful dances. A lot of women were dressed in stunning traditional costumes, adding to the cultural charm to the event. Of course, the streets were decorated with dragons. What would a Lunar New Year celebration be without them? As always, the atmosphere was lively and full of energy. And as the Thai people love, there was an abundance of street food everywhere. Among the dishes, there were roasted suckling pig, a traditional Chinese delicacy, often prepared for celebrations. When making it, the pig is marinated in a special sauce and then roasted until golden and crispy. This dish symbolizes prosperity and good fortune, making it a popular choice for festive occasions. We had a wonderful time in Phuket Town, walking around, watching various performances, and enjoying the festive atmosphere. There were plenty of shows and cultural displays, as well as many workshops. While we didn't take part in the workshops, but it was fascinating to watch. One thing worth mentioning is how beautiful the decorations were. I was truly impressed, and I can definitely say that I was very happy with this trip. Visiting Phuket Town during Lunar New Year is a unique opportunity to experience the rich culture, traditions, and warm hospitality of the local community. I'll share more about my recent trips a bit later. For now, let's get back to scrapbooking, my biggest passion, since one of my goals this year is to finish all my unfinished projects. Yesterday, I peeled out my incomplete album, this one. I printed the missing photos and even filmed a real video while I working on it. So there is still one last page left to complete. Let's finish it together. At first, let's work with the photos for this flap. I want to slightly reduce its size and shape the corner like this. I'll use my corner chomper for it. Also, I also want to add a sticker from this set by Tim Holtz, and to make it stand out, I'll use this small paper scrap. Oh, I found the phrase "their dwellings" and it fits this photo perfectly. Why do I love this Tim Holtz phrase set? Because there is always perfect phrase for any occasion. Okay, let's glue my photo on the flap. And also I want to add side by side here. By the way, I love visiting places where monkeys live. I really enjoy watching them, so I actually have quite a lot of photos with them. For example, this photo was taken in Phang Nga. It's other province where the many monkeys live near the temple. But the photo I've prepared for this page was taken right here on Phuket at Monkey Hill. There are an incredible numbers of monkeys living there. It's absolutely full of them. I sometimes go there for a walk. This album turned out to be all about animals. Elephants, giraffes, that we feed at the Bangkok Zoo. The collection I used from Graphic 45 naturally inspired me to include these kinds of photos. I absolutely love this album. By the way, I originally created it for the Ambassador Call in 2023, but it remained unfinished until now. I want to add some piece of scrapbook paper to this photo and make it stand out a bit and decorate the page. I love using leftover scrapbook paper from this project just as it is. I don't trim it. I just place it where it fits. For example, this triangle will go under the photo. Here I want to add a border at the bottom, but I also want to connect it with the photo, so I'll place this tiny piece of paper here. This way I don't throw anything away. Not a single scrap goes to waste. So also I want to add this die cut, but I want to divide it. One part I'm going to place here and another part will be here. Okay, this way. And I have another die cut for this. Phuket. Where? Oh, here. I don't sure about this die cut. No, I will not use it. Okay, now I want to glue all these pieces on my page. Well, the only thing left to do is to fill my envelope, which I keep here. I've already prepared the tag and selected the photos for it. Now I just need to attach the photos to the tag and my album will be complete. Also, I wanted to show you how quickly metal elements rust in Thailand's humid climate. Look at this paper clip. This is what it looks like after just 2 years simply sitting in my room. In this case, I don't mind the aged look because my album has a slightly distressed style, something to keep in mind when using metal elements in other projects. The album is now completely finished. Here is the final result. I absolutely love how it turned out. I will definitely film a full through of this completed album. If you'd like to create a similar one, there is a tutorial on my YouTube channel. However, since I filmed it a while ago, there is no voiceover, but all the instructions are written in English. I think you'll be able to follow along easily. I'm adding the link to the tutorial below this video. Right now I'm planning to film a video about my embossing powders. Initially I was thinking of making the one about sprays, but under my previous vlog I received comments asking to see the new embossing powders I recently bought and shared there along with swatches. So that's what I will be working on. You've probably already seen that video as it's scheduled to be released before this vlog. Well, I'll get back to work and in this video I'll share how I spent the past week, the interesting places I visited and of course some beautiful sights of Thailand. First of all, I want to show you how our shopping mall was decorated for Valentine's Day. I really love that they create unique decoration for every holiday. And they never seem to repeat them. Even the beer, which is a symbol here, was decorated as well. And now we're crossing the bridge that connects Phuket Island to the mainland. Basically, every time you want to leave the island to head to the mainland, you have to cross this bridge. Every trip I take to Phang Nga province, which is our neighboring province, starts with a visit to Bayview Cafe. This incredible cafe is located on a hilltop, offering a breathtaking view from its observation desk. I've been here many times, but I feel like I'll never get tired from this view. The food here is also quite good, which is why I love coming here to enjoy a coffee and breakfast. As you can see, the tables are arranged in a way that allows you to constantly admire this breathtaking view. After having breakfast, we continued our journey, and along the way we saw elephants being transported. And here we are at the first temple we are visiting today. This place is called the Temple of Heaven and Hell. We started our visit by walking through that is referred to as Heaven, where we of course stopped by to see the Buddha statue, which sits not far from the parking area. The Mountain of Gods is a part of the temple complex that symbolizes heaven. At the top of this mountain there is a massive head of Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction and transformation. Below you can find statues of other deities such as Ganesha and Parvati. You can also climb all the way to the top, to the viewing platform, and enjoy an unparalleled, breathtaking view of the province. This is incredibly peaceful and quiet place, and I really love coming here. It's also very fascinating. After visiting the viewpoint, we headed inside the dragon structure. To do this, you have to enter through its mouth and walk all the way through its body. At the end of the path, you'll come out near a cave, which is definitely worth exploring as well. However, before entering, it's a good idea to borrow a flashlight from the monk sitting nearby. This will make exploring the cave much more comfortable. Inside the cave you can find pets, statues of gods and Buddha, as well as many quiet, secluded spots for meditation. After visiting the cave, we returned to Hell, which is represented through sculptures. Hell in this temple is depicted through statues illustrating punishments for various sins, serving as a visual reminder to consequences of immoral action. Our next stop was a visit to what is probably my favorite temple in Phang Nga province, Wat Bang Riang. Since our trip took place on a major Buddhist holiday, the temple was already beautifully decorated for the celebration and ready to welcome visitors and devotees. We started our visit with the main temple building, which I absolutely love. It's incredibly beautiful, just like every temple in Thailand. Here you can ask a question to the deities or Buddha and receive an answer through a special lottery-style fortune teller. When you get a number, you can find the corresponding fortune slip with your prediction nearby. At the heart of the complex stands Chedi Pramahatat Rat Upatam, an impressive stupa towering over 100 meters high. It is adorned with intricate carvings and wall murals depicting stories from Buddhist mythology. Inside, it houses sacred relics of the Buddha. This place is filled with a unique spiritual energy, inviting visitors to slow down, reflect, and embrace its sacred atmosphere. Be sure to visit the temple's viewing platform. From there you can enjoy an amazing panoramic view of endless green hills. The temple is also home to two impressive statues. The first is Guanyin, the goddess of mercy, standing with grace and elegance. Next to her is a massive Buddha statue, looking over the valley like a silent guardian of this sacred place. Our next stop was Wat Bang Thong, one of the most impressive temples in southern Thailand. Nestled among lush palms and rubber plantation, this temple feels like a hidden treasure offering both grandeur and tranquility. The most striking feature of Wat Bang Thong is its towering golden pagoda, standing 109 meters tall. Inspired by Mahabodhi temple in India, where Buddha attained enlightenment, this magnificent structure dominates the landscape, glowing beautifully under the sunlight. Walking through the temple grounds, you'll find a peaceful courtyard surrounded by rows of Buddha statues. The temple's walls and ceiling are richly decorated, telling stories of Buddhist teaching in stunning detail. Though Wat Bang Thong was officially opened in 2018, it already feels like an ancient sacred site, deeply connected to Thai spiritual traditions. A visit here is a chance to admire its majestic architecture and experience of serenity of this sacred place. On the way back, we stopped by Wat Suan Kuha, but not to visit the temple. This time we came to feed the friendly monkeys that live there. In my opinion, these are the sweetest and safest monkeys I've ever seen in Thailand. Unlike the aggressive monkeys in some other places, the ones here are gentle and playful. They calmly approach people hoping for a treat. They are used to visitors and truly seem friendly, making feeding them an enjoyable and safe experience. Watching them play, interact with each other, and carefully take food from your hands is a special moment that makes Wat Suan Kuha even more memorable. We ended our journey at Mai Khao Beach, right next to the airport. A perfect place to witness something truly magical.